Pam Powell is coming.
Kids, we gotta go. Pam Powell's coming.
Pam Powell's coming. Hold on.
Pam Powell's coming.
She's coming.
Pam Powell's coming.
Who's Pam Powell? I'm Pam Powell, the host of the new Pam Powell Show. Are you broke, busted, and disgusted? Have you robbed Peter to pay Paul and they both ran out of money? Have you been lied on, cheated on, hated on? Well, it's time to get it on. Welcome to the Pam Powell Show. Call your neighbors and call your friends and tell them to tune in because the Pam Powell Show is back on again. And today on the Pam Powell Show, that's right, we're gonna knock breast cancer out. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I'm not ashamed to tell you. This year alone, 231,000 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. Not only that, over 2,000 men will be diagnosed. And of that, 40,000 people will die. But today on this show, we got some awesome guests. We got Vanessa Eccles, that's right, from Channel 9 News, who's also a breast cancer survivor, who's going to tell us how to knock it out. We got attorney Diana Holmes, also a breast cancer survivor, had a mastectomy and all, but she's still alive. On the Pam Powell Show, we teach you how to survive. Don't you touch that dial. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Be motivated and inspired as Pam Powell illustrates the power of the P factors. Start a new and wonderful life with the help of this amazing book. Order your copy of Pam Powell's book, The P Factor, today at www.pampowell.org. Pam Powell is also available for speaking engagements. Visit her website at pampowell.org.
This book right here that I'm holding in my hand, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Any Obstacle, will change your life and allow you to experience the thrill of victory rather than the agony of defeat in any situation. You know they tell us we're either going into a problem or coming out of one. Want to come out? Want to overcome obstacles? Want to win and experience the thrill of victory? Well, I'll tell you what, you need to get a copy of this book, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Obstacles, at www.pampowellempowers.com. Again, that's www.pampowellempowers.com, and it will change your life.
I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV. But if you're seeing this on TV, what I wanted to talk to you about was the Courtney Project and PML, Progressive Multifocal Leukoencephalopathy. If you've had the chickenpox as a child, or the shingles, you have the deadly JC virus laying dormant inside you, and that could lead to PML. Go to www.the-courtney-project.org for more life-saving information.
Gentlemen, tired of those buy one get 3 free ads for quality menswear that cost a small fortune?
There is a better way. For over 30 years, Suit City Orlando has provided top name brand suits, sport coats, slacks, and shirts, all at low prices. Right now, men's 100% tropical wool suits start at $149, sport coats from $79. Top names like Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, Tiglio, and Robert Graham. Suit City, West Colonial Drive, Orlando, and at suitcityoforlando.com.
Welcome back. I tell you, I am so honored today to have another survivor guest, none other than attorney at law in Diane Holmes, a businesswoman, a woman who's been in the fight, who serves amongst great leaders around this country who are in the fight to knock breast cancer out. That's why I got the boxing gloves on today, because we got fighters in the house. Welcome to the Pam Powell Show, Diane.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pam, for having me here today.
I am just so honored to have you here. I know I see you every year at the walk and how you campaign against this dreadful disease. But you have a story. I mean, not only did you have breast cancer once, but I understand breast cancer twice. I mean, that must be horrific.
It's amazing when you go through it, but when you look back on it, what you say, as my niece says, Aunt Diane smacked down breast cancer.
Wow, I mean, the attitude that you have, I mean, when you first found out, what was it like? What was the first thing that you asked your doctor when he told you that you had? Did you expect it? I mean, had you been checking your breast and all of those things?
What happened was I had seen my doctor on my regular well woman exam.
Mm-hmm.
He felt the lump. He showed me the lump. We had a biopsy. I thought, no big deal.
Right, you weren't even concerned. You just
No.
knew. Did it run in your family before anything?
No.
Okay.
My doctor was my brother-in-law.
Wow.
He placed the call to me. I was sitting at my desk. It was a Tuesday afternoon at 4:30. I answered the phone and he said, Diane, I have bad news.
Oh my God, you mean you got a phone call regarding this?
Because I had just had the biopsy. He wanted to ensure that I knew as soon as I could.
Wow. And I heard that you had it again. I mean, what happened? I mean, how did you find out that you had breast cancer a second time?
This is a good question because what's really important, early detection, as you know and I know, is the key to a cure.
Of course, having your mammograms.
You better believe it. And so I had my first mammogram at age 35.
Mm-hmm.
My first breast cancer, I was 38.
Mm.
So the second one, I had my checks every year, going to my doctors every year, have a wonderful medical team. So what happened was I had an MRI guided biopsy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was standing in my office and the phone rang. I was by the copy machine and you can see on the phone who's calling and it said Cancer Institute. So I said, oh, that call is for me.
Oh gosh, not again. I mean, these phone calls, my goodness. You're a strong woman. I couldn't take the phone call.
I want to know.
Right, I understand.
I want to know. So I pick up the phone and it's my doctor and she said, Diane, how are you doing? I said, I think you know how I'm doing.
Right. Come on, make it plain. Tell me what's going on,
Why are you
Doc.
asking me?
Right.
And she said, well, I have good news and I have bad news.
Mm.
Good news, DCIS. Bad news, you got it again.
Oh my goodness. What?
So she said,
What was that like to be told you got cancer for a second time?
This was early detection. This was stage 0 because it was early detection. I knew the right step was another mastectomy, and I was planning to get that scheduled and get it done.
A mastectomy a second time? You've gone through not one, but 2 mastectomies?
Well, this was 13 years later, so.
Wow. And did you decide about the mastectomy, about the reconstructive surgery? Were you planning on getting yourself reconstructed because of that? That's what I'd like to know. Stay tuned. 2 mastectomies? Come on. Did she do reconstruction surgery? I need to know right here on the Pam Powell Show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Stony Brook Academy. We're not just a daycare. Our learning is above and beyond, a place where your child comes first. With more than 100 years professional experience for children, private school K through 6, special needs inclusion, therapists on duty, homeschooling, private school K through 6, transportation provided, and we accept 4C and McKay scholarship. Call us now at 407-347-8903. That's Stony Brook Academy. We await your arrival.
Stony Brook Academy is #1!
Hi, I'm the owner of the Sobic Subs. Phoenix Group helped me and my employee with insurance.
The Phoenix Group helped me save a lot of money with my health insurance.
The Phoenix Group helped us get insurance when we had one of life's biggest surprises.
The Phoenix Group helped me as independent driver qualify for the health insurance.
The U.S. Supreme Court just confirmed the Affordable Health Care Act, and the Phoenix Group is here to deliver!
Would you like to have a drink with me? ISO tea. 9 natural herbs, 100% natural and organic. 26 health benefits.
This is me before I ate tea, and this is me today.
It is the nation #1 weight loss and detox tea.
This is me before. This is me now.
ISO tea is #1.
Vote Sam Eames, Orlando City Commissioner, District 6.
New grocery stores, new roads, new sidewalks, more lighting. To keep our community safe and moving forward, that's Commissioner Eames. Vote Commissioner Eames for District 6.
New retail stores, new bus lanes, new bike lanes, and new businesses mean more jobs and more opportunity for our community. That's Sam Eames. Keep the progress and keep Sam Eames as Orlando City Commissioner, District 6.
I'm Sam Eames. Let's keep the progress and District 6 moving forward by re-electing me on November the 3rd, 2015 for Orlando City Commissioner, District 6. This has been a paid political advertisement paid for and approved by Samuel B. Eames for Orlando City Commissioner, District 6.
We're here at Orlando's own Stylist Award Show. Only the finest in clothing can walk this red carpet.
Where did you get your suit?
I only shop at Men in Style. They have every suit size and style to meet all of their customers' needs.
Clubwear, blazers, jeans, slim fit suits for your everyday occasion. Buy one suit at $59.99 or two for $99.99. Buy one suit at $169.99, get two free. We carry boy suits starting at $39.99. Shirt combos and shoes starting at $19.99.
I like your style.
Men in Style, clothes that make you stand out from the crowd.
Be motivated and inspired as Pam Powell illustrates the power of the P Factors. Start a new and wonderful life with the help of this amazing book. Order your copy of Pam Powell's book, The P Factor, today at www.pampowell.org. Pam Powell is also available for speaking engagements. Visit her website at pampowell.org.
This book right here that I'm holding in my hand, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Any Obstacle, will change your life and allow you to experience the thrill of victory rather than the agony of defeat in any situation. You know they tell us we're either going into a problem or coming out of one. Want to come out? Want to overcome obstacles? Want to win and experience the thrill of victory? Well, I'll tell you what, you need to get a copy of this book, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Obstacles, at www.pampowellempowers.com. Again, that's www.pampowellempowers.com, and it will change your life. Welcome back. Now, 2 mastectomies. Tell me. And what? Oh my goodness, you're pinked out on the show, but you got to tell me this is not a laughing matter. What about 2 mastectomies? Did you do the reconstruction surgery or what?
The first time I was diagnosed, I did have a meeting with a plastic surgeon that I know and I trust, and I decided not to do reconstruction surgery for myself.
Okay.
I am not defined by whether or not I have breasts.
All right, now that's awesome. I mean, for you to say that. So it depends on the individual
That's
and the
absolutely
woman.
right.
So in your mind, you said it didn't matter.
Didn't matter to me.
So now you were single the first time,
right?
And you had a mastectomy,
right?
So how is it as being a female, knowing that you're going to be in the marketplace maybe one day to have a husband or whatever, but you are missing a breast? What was that like?
That's a good way to judge a man.
All right, whether he really loves you or not.
That's right.
Because they care for you no matter what.
That's right, not whether or not you have a breast.
All right. So right now, in this situation that you're in, you have no breast.
I have no breast. And my second breast cancer was after I was married to my wonderful husband, Jim.
You mean you had got married, and then the diagnosis came after the marriage, and your husband was
terrified.
Oh my God.
The hardest part about my second breast cancer was the way it affected my family. I involved them every step of the way to reassure them that it was all going to be okay. My mother loved and trusted my surgeon, and they were scared.
I can imagine.
I wasn't, because I found out early. I knew what I was going to do, We're going to beat breast cancer a second time.
So in essence, we're going to do what we say. We're going to knock, I want to put these boxing gloves on. We're going to what? Knock breast cancer out. And you know, I love the pink wig because every time I see you at the walk, you have it on, you're running around, you're on the camera, you're inspiring other people. So right here today, let's tell them about that upcoming walk that's going down, because we are going to knock breast cancer out. So tell them what's happening on October 31st.
We're going to be in downtown Orlando at Lake Eola. We in Orlando are one of the top events in the United States of America in terms of bringing out people and raising money.
60,000 expected this year.
Oh my gosh, and we're going to raise the money because we've got to raise the money. We have got to fund the cure.
That's right.
Got to fund
We
the
got
cure.
to knock it out where there's never a word about breast cancer
right.
anymore.
That's right. We got too many angels.
So they can show up at 7 o'clock on October 31st for the walk, and they need to sign up now at orlandostrides.com so they can get registered as a team. And remember, every dollar that we raise is going toward the American Cancer Society so that we can do what we need to do to go ahead and knock it out. Breast cancer, that is. Thank you so much.
We're going to have a good time this year.
I can't wait. I get to kick off as a speaker this time, and I am so excited about the cure because American Cancer Society is doing all that they can do so that we can knock cancer out in all areas. Thank you, Attorney Diane. You have been absolutely incredible. Thank you for being on the Pam Powell Show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right now.
Hi, I'm Jill Bowers, and I'm a 16-year breast cancer survivor. Please join me on October 31st for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, hosted by the American Cancer Society. The funds raised for this walk help to fund research. I credit the American Cancer Society with saving my life, so please come out and let's help save some others too.
Welcome back. I am extremely honored to have breast cancer survivor Vanessa Eccles. She's known all over the world. She is a news anchor on WFTV Channel 9. Not only that, she is the mistress of ceremony for the upcoming walk for the MSABC, Making Strides Against Breast Cancer at Lake Eola. She's known to so many, but the most important things, she's going to bring awareness to us today regarding breast cancer. Vanessa Eccles, welcome to the show.
Thank you. This is like chatting with an old friend. So
hey, I tell you, I look at our lives and it seems like as sisters, we were both diagnosed with breast cancer the same year back in 2004. And I look at you and you look just like the cover of a magazine. Oh, you don't look like you've gone through anything. But what was it like for you? You're a single female. You're a news anchor, and you found out that you had breast cancer. What was that like?
You know, most people talk about the shock, and that's what it was for me too. I was, before that, you know, extremely healthy. I still have my tonsils and my appendix, as I tell people. So I was not the type of person who would get sick very often. I've never had the flu, so I was very healthy. I didn't have any symptoms, felt perfectly fine. Went in for a mammogram. They saw something that looked suspicious, and that led to an ultrasound, which led to a biopsy, and then the journey began. So for me, it was just shock. Don't have a family history, so it was just, that's the only word I can, you know, use to describe it. It was just shocking.
How much did faith in God play in your life during your experience?
Everything.
It was everything.
I do not understand how anyone can walk this journey without that. I don't know what I would have done. But that is what kept me going, because I felt like I was going to get to the end of this and be fine. And I tell people all the time, I'm not one of those who says, you know, God speaks to me like every second of the day, like turn left, turn right. But in this I did, because I truly felt that I heard him say, I was like, I can't believe this. But I heard him say, I knew this was coming.
Well, let me ask you this, and I have to keep it 100 on the Pam Powell Show. Did you have to end up losing your breast and having a mastectomy?
I did.
Wow, what was that like for the doctor to remove and then start again?
My whole thing was, I wanted them to do whatever it would take so that I would get well and I would live.
All right.
And that's what I was focused on.
And you got focused.
I wanted to get this behind me. I wanted to never walk through this again. And I wanted to be victorious over it.
Well, you have been absolutely victorious, because I've been seeing things that you're now the founder of, they tell me, of an organization. Give us the name of that organization that you work with that helps so many people.
It is Compassionate Hands and Hearts Breast Cancer Outreach. And what we do is really unique in that we help people with the practical things that they need when they're going through cancer. It can be providing house cleaning for them,
Wow.
shopping for groceries, buying the
My
groceries for
goodness.
them, paying rent or mortgage, paying their utilities. Because as you know, when you're going through treatment, the power company still wants to be paid.
Oh yeah, you gotta pay the car, gotta pay the rent, gotta pay the mortgage, everything
So you
keeps
feel
going.
like life stops for you, but for the world around you, it does not stop. And so that's what we do. We're
That's
all
awesome.
volunteers. It's a local organization. We help local people, and 100% of what we get in terms of donations goes directly to the patients.
And what is your website in case people are interested in that?
It is compassionatehandsandhearts.org.
All right. Now, as I began to close this show today, and I know we're talking about finishing the fight, I'm excited because every year the American Cancer Society hosts the walk.
Yes.
And man, they tell me it's going to be 60,000 people at Lake Eola this year.
We're going to take over.
Hey, let's do it. And you're the mistress of ceremony. I tell you, I saw you in the pink Lexus last year. This year, I'm going to be one of the spokespersons. I'm looking forward to being on stage with you to get everybody together on October 31st so we can finish the fight. What would be your final words of wisdom that you would share with our listening and watching audience today about fighting this cancer?
First of all, early detection is important.
Mm-hmm.
Cancer no longer means a death toll. You can walk through this journey, as tough as it is, and come out on the other end knowing that you beat cancer.
Well, I tell you, you have shared a lot of wisdom with us today. And as you know, I like these boxing gloves, but I'm going to just let everybody know today, if we follow the rules, if we get our mammograms and have our annual checkups and check our breasts and begin to understand more about this dreadful disease, because one day it could be you, it could be your sister, it could be your brother, your auntie, a close friend of yours. And we've lost people to breast cancer.
Absolutely.
But we are here today to finish the fight. So as I begin to close the show today, I'm going to put my sunglasses on and acknowledge that Vanessa and I are part of this fight. The American Cancer Society is part of this fight. And the future is going to be so bright with knocking breast cancer out that we're going to have to wear shades. You heard it right here today on the Pam Powell Show. And we'll see you at the TOP, because we know that's where God wants all of us to be. We're out.
Thank you.
Love you, Vanessa.
Thank you. Love you. Thank you
Beautiful.
so much.
Thank you.
Be prayerful. My grandmother used to say much prayer, much power, little prayer, little power, no prayer, no power. Well, when you're praying, you get P factor number 6, you're powerful. You'll be faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. You will knock cancer out in a single bound. And you gotta be patient. We all gotta go through. No pain, no gain. In order to be something, you gotta go through something. And they went through it and they made it. And so you gotta be persistent. Never give up the ship, because a winner never quits and a quitter never wins. And we're all winners up here. Be prosperous. See, 1 in 8 people in the United States of America will be diagnosed with breast cancer. But the American Cancer Society is on the warpath. We're making strides. And soon and very soon, with all the research, breast cancer will be knocked out.
Thank you so much for watching the Pam Powell Show. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I have. With this show, it is designed to inspire our communities across the world with hope. And that's exactly what this show is doing. And that's exactly what this world needs with the things that are going on today. With Pam Powell, I had a chance to get to know her on a little personal level, with knowing how ambitious she was and how she didn't let any of her obstacles to hinder her from pursuing her goals. She's an author of 2 books, and I encourage you highly to take a look at those books on her website. In fact, you can go to www.pampowellempowers.com. There, you can discover how you can book her for speaking engagements. She's also a branding expert, a motivational speaker, and she's also a talk show host, of course, as you see today. And if you're interested in being on her show, you can definitely be a guest on her show. Just go to her website again, www.pampowellempowers.com. We hope to see you tune in again, same time, same place, next week on The Pam Powell Show. Be blessed.
Pam Powell is coming.
Kids, we gotta go. Pam Powell's coming.
Pam Powell's coming. Hold on.
Pam Powell's coming.
She's coming.
Pam Powell's coming. Who's Pam Powell? I'm Pam Powell, the host of the new Pam Powell Show. Are you broke, busted, and disgusted? Have you robbed Peter to pay Paul and they both ran out of money? Have you been lied on, cheated on, hated on? Well, it's time to get it on. This book right here that I'm holding in my hand, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Any Obstacle, will change your life and allow you to experience the thrill of victory rather than the agony of defeat in any situation. You know, they tell us we're either going into a problem or coming out of one. Want to come out? Want to overcome obstacles? Want to win and experience the thrill of victory? Well, I'll tell you what, you need to get a copy of this book, The 7 Principles of Overcoming Obstacles, at www.pampowellempowers.com. Again, that's www.pampowellempowers.com, and it will change your life.
Be motivated and inspired as Pam Powell illustrates the power of the P factors. Start a new and wonderful life with the help of this amazing book. Order your copy of Pam Powell's book, The P Factor, today at www.pampowell.org. Pam Powell is also available for speaking engagements. Visit her website at pampowell.org.